Hey guys, welcome back to the MVP Mentality Pod. I'm Jack here, and you might have seen my recent video about the card show, or getting the Corbin Carroll signed ball. That was a sick one. You guys should watch that one. That was awesome. So let's get right into it. First, I want to talk about some MLB signings. So we got Pete Armstrong, PCA. He is an awesome dude. He's young. He got drafted in 2020. He's probably middle 20s. That's pretty cool. He signed a 6-year, $115 million extension with the Chicago Cubs. He's their starting center fielder. He's the man. He is the man. He made Team USA for the World Baseball Classic. That was awesome. Can't believe Venezuela won that. That was wild. I'm happy for Ronald Acuna and those guys. That was awesome. But obviously, USA, I gotta go with USA. But I'm kind of sad that they lost. But it's cool. It was fun to watch. It was a really great World Baseball Classic. And then I wanted to talk about Shane Boz. He just signed a 5-year, $68 million extension with the Orioles. He's a pitcher, but the only problem is, I just don't think he deserves it. He did not do well last year. I just don't think he's not consistent. That's the word. He's inconsistent. He does great games, 2 games in a row are great, and he strikes out 7 guys. And then next thing you know, he just falls off and allows 7 runs and 1 strikeout or whatever. It's terrible. He's just inconsistent, and I'm not a fan of him getting that deal. But I guess he gets the money, but I just want to see how it pans out later this season. So, and then I want to talk about Nico Horner, another Cubs player, Cubs second baseman. He signed a 6-year, $141 million deal. That was wild. That was come on. That, usually back then, there's only you only get thousands of dollars. Now you're getting hundreds of $millions because of playing baseball. That's pretty cool. So that was cool. And then I want to finish that off. Then we'll be with shout out to my Uncle Butch. He actually he just showed me this crazy stat he found. It was crazy. Okay. So the MLB spends around $10 million a season on baseballs. $10 million on baseballs. That is crazy. And the MLB, they usually use around 900,000 baseballs per season, including practices and playoffs, postseason and World Series. They're also 84 to 120 plus balls are used per game. A single game is between 84 to 120 plus balls. That is pretty crazy. And then I also want to add on to it, Rollins baseballs, one of them averages around $7 to $12. So imagine 900,000 of those. Holy crap. That is crazy. And then I wanted to talk about NBA rookies and stars. So I just found this out. Victor Wembanyama. He's 7'4", I think. Crazy thing. He just passed Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the Kia MVP ladder. If he wins MVP, this is his 3rd, 4th season ever in the NBA. He's about to win MVP over one of the shiftiest and best point guards in the league. And he was a reigning MVP last year, Shai. So if Wemby wins this, I'm really excited for him. I hope he can. He's just this dude that doesn't even have to jump to dunk, pretty much. He averages 3 blocks a game. Come on. You can't go against this guy. This guy's too crazy. He's too big. And then I want to talk about Colin Kneppel. Okay. This is a rookie. He is from the Duke Blue Devils with Cooper Flagg. And he is the 3-point king, pretty much. He, actually, the stat just came up. Youngest player to make 250 plus 3-pointers. He's 20 years old. And he just hit 250 3-pointers in one season. That's crazy. And he's also, earlier this season, he was the fastest player ever to hit 100+ threes ever. Like, fast in his career. Fastest player. 29 games. He hit 100 threes. That's pretty crazy. I can't imagine that. That would be awesome. And then I want to talk about the NCAA tournament. That was crazy too. Okay, so it's still going on, but U of A, I think they've got it in the bag. I mean, they're crushing teams. They crushed the 1 seed or the 16 seed, obviously, and then they crushed the 9 seed Utah State. Then they crushed Arkansas on Thursday. That was crazy too. They're like, Arkansas's pretty good. They got Darius Acuff Jr. He's really good. Like, I don't know how they got crushed by like 15. And U of A scored, I think, 109 points or Thursday. That was crazy. And I mean, Braden Burries, Koa Pete, Krivas, their 7-1 setter, Jaden Bradley. That's their whole starting 5. Like, they only have 1 senior out of that whole starting 5. 4 of them are freshmen. 1 senior. Jaden Bradley's a senior. The other 4 are freshmen. That's pretty crazy. And then I want to talk about, of course, Iowa. Iowa's Cinderella story. They're the 9 seed right now. And, I don't know, they've been cooking. They cooked Clemson. And then they ended up beating Florida. The Florida Gators, the reigning champs. They lost to Iowa in the round of 32 by 1, 73-72. And then on Thursday, Iowa ended up beating Nebraska by 6, 77-71. But the crazy thing is, like, it was like 71-68, and this dude on Iowa, he goes for an and 1 layup because Nebraska, they were passing it in, and Nebraska only had 4 players on the court. Like, how does that happen? They forgot a player, and then the coach is yelling at the other player that was going in to come back out, but he couldn't come back out. He had to wait till the play ended. So they got and 1, and then the player can come back. So he just got 3 points, and it was 74-68. That's what secured the game for Iowa. That was crazy. I just can't imagine being a Nebraska head coach there. Like, I don't know what's going on. That'd be a terrible feeling. Yeah. I mean, I'd honestly be scared if I got fired, you know? So, then I want to talk about this crazy stat. I don't know. I just found it out, and it's pretty cool. So, his name is Steve Austin. His nickname is Stone Cold. He's a 6-time WWE champion. He's 61 years old. He doesn't do wrestling or fighting anymore. He's 61 years old. He has another hobby, off-road racing. He's a WWE Hall of Famer, and next thing you know, he just wants to just do this like random off-road racing competition in the Nebraska desert, and he ends up winning it. The Prospector 250, an off-road, it was crazy. I think he drove a ATV, and he used a Kawasaki Terry Times 4 H2. That was crazy. The race was 6 hours long. 6 hours. Imagine just driving for 6 hours in a desert in Nebraska. Like, that'd be pretty fun. I mean, I like that. But that'd be also pretty crazy. And the fact that he won it at 61 years old, and he's a WWE Hall of Famer. Like, let's go! Okay, I just want to say, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. That is the end of my MVP Mentality podcast. Have a great rest of your day. Let's go, U of A.